of the users. Like tech is mostly the browsers, which internets. You could see that here. See, all of these are browsers. Okay, yeah. So all of these are browsers. So not only browsers, you get to see other kinds of details such as. Let me take you to the overview. Here, I think we have seen this demographics details yesterday. So it's showing some error, not loading properly. Let me reload it. Yes, Google Analytics. We are discussing Google Analytics. Huh? That's not ads. Google Analytics is a tracking tool. Yeah. So I guess we have gone through these details yesterday, where you can explore the ages. What is the age group of people visiting your website, and which age groups are visiting uh, more your website, right? And the language that people speak. See, people must be speaking any language, but the language that's set on their browsers or the language that they are using to explore the internet is the information here. It's not about, you might say, I speak Hindi, but why is it showing English? So people, everybody who come from India would mostly belong to one of these languages: Telugu, Kannada, Tamil, Hindi, Malayalam. But it's showing English because everybody's computer, 99% of the Indian users' computers language is set to English, right? And that being the reason it shows English. And the search queries are also in English. Yeah. And coming to this explore section, okay. So start a new exploration. So you can compare various kinds of data uh, by clicking on this. You can study. It's not compare. You can study. Okay. So path exploration. So segment overlap. So there are already so many templates. You can just pick one of these and you can start exploring the traffic. So for example, funnel exploration. When I click on it, Okay, see what's happening with the user who all are visiting your website are the details that you can look into it at this stage. Okay, section 3 pages purchase. So now in case funnel exploration, okay. See first visit. So there are 15K visitors. So for example, free form code of exploration. Purchase, since we are not tracking, we don't see the purchases here. Active users, session starts. First open users. So we have to create the different kinds of stages or journeys of your customer. Okay. See a customer who is coming. Let me come back to a previous template. We will get an idea first if we look into the template. See, a user who is visiting your website, who has visited your home page, might go to contact us page or might make a purchase or might go to about us page. So basically, this will be the so you can define funnel for you. The final goal will be sale, and how is that? How are people approaching to that sale stage? Okay, so maybe in the path exploration you will get to see certain things. On Google Universal Analytics, all this data was freely available. You don't have to drag and drop, or you don't have to build, or you don't have to select, or you don't have to do anything as such that we see here. Okay. So now show events page, event name, event starting point, step one. Okay. So okay. So this one is page view is fine. Event name, page views here. We will take to checkouts. See the checkout rate. What is the different next level of activity that's happening with users with the 16,000 users? Of this 16,000, close to 3,000 users are just scrolling the page and they are quitting. Okay, so form start. There is a form on the web page and few people are clicking on that form. Uh, the session is just getting started. One second, one session start. Session start. I don't know what is it been defined as in the event session, but checkouts coming to checkouts of this total number of visitors. Session start. We will look into it. What how it is been recording. What is considered or counted as a session start. But out of these many number of people, only 20 checkouts have happened and click two events. This one also I'm not sure what it was created. I did not create any events on this platform, but I'm just trying to help you understand what is happening with your old traffic. Okay, so the path, what is the path? So few people would visit, see seven more. Yeah, you will get to see a lot more instead of 7. You see a lot. So from previous page, if I can take home page here, so you will get to see what's happening with all those users. So which pages are they navigating from their first session? So people are navigating all these pages. Maybe here we will take. Uh, so even I haven't used this. That's why I'm struggling to come up with the flows for this. This is the recent version of the Google Analytics GA4. Okay, guys, let me do one thing. So I'll create some reports here. Okay, the exploration under the exploration, and then we will discuss this exploration part. Okay, is that fine, everybody?
Okay.
What is left here still? Advertising. Okay, let's see this advertising. Okay, so basically this is providing information about which channels are driving most number of conversions. Uh, Google Ads, the conversions are not tracked and hence you don't see any data here. So this is basically this data is available or comes from your Google Ads. It just gives you the number of conversions happening from various campaigns of your Google Ads accounts. Okay, so see before what is this number indicating is, see before they make a purchase, they are visiting. See the number two is indicating they are visiting your website twice before they make the purchase. Okay, and here some these many number of key events, purchase revenue, days to key event, touch points to key event. On World Analytics, they used to give properly organic search. If it is into 5, they used to show how the path of the user is. See, first time they must have visited, let's say, through Google Ads. Second time, again they will visit from organic, and third time they might visit from Facebook, and finally the fourth time they might make the purchase. That's what this the paths indicate, attribution paths before they convert. So which all through which all channels they have visited the website. Many times it would have happened with you as well, right? You must have visited an app on mobile phone. Through the app you must have explored their product or service, or then second time you might click on their Google ad, and third time you might click on their Facebook. It's not always happening that way for you, but then it can be the other way around as well. First time you might see an ad on Google, and second time again you will see the same on Facebook, and then you will click on the Facebook ad, and then you make the payment or purchase or lead inquiry whatsoever it is. So these paths indicate that. So it took 4 paths to get the key events happen. It took 3 paths to get these many number of events happen. 5 paths, 8 paths, 7 paths. So most of the conversions or the key events are happening in the first stage when it is paid shopping. When it is paid shopping, most of your key events, 83 key events are happening in the first stage, and another 70 events are taking 2 stages, and another 70 events are taking 4 stages, another 60 events are taking 3 stages. These events can be filling the form on the website or making the purchase. So here key events are actually, we are not tracking the sales. These are all checkouts, payment checkout. Payment checkout is not yet a payment is successful, but they are about to make the payment, right? So some of the parts, they are interacting 5 times, but this 20 times and 13 sales, there are people who are interacting with your website from different channels or sources 20 times, and then they are making the payment. Organic shopping 4 times. Organic search is different, paid shopping is different, direct is different, organic everything, all of these are different. But before they make the purchase, this many people have made 2 interactions, and this many people have made 4 interactions, and this many people have made 3 interactions. That's the data about. Here this is just providing you the information from which channel the more events are happening. We have explored it already, I guess. Okay, so here you get to see the total spend for the time period April 30 to May 27. In the last 27 days, the spend is just 4,000 rupees, and the key events are 100 out of this 4,000 rupees spent. So the cost per key event, cost per checkout is 40 rupees. Number of visitors to your website is 3,000, and cost per click is 1.38. Okay, so now this information is not available for organic, it's only for paid. And in case if you have any paid activities happening from other channels like Facebook, Instagram, you would see the data as well here. This is Google Ads data as it is. You would see in this section. So there are so many key events from this campaign. That is checkouts, so many checkouts, 58 checkouts, and Mango Pickle 19 checkouts, 9 checkouts for this campaign, different campaigns, and the number of checkouts from each of these campaigns. The cost incurred, majority of the spend is happening on these 2 products. We have seen this on all the ad accounts, so no difference. Yeah. So the only thing that we have to discuss is this explore part. And coming to admin, So this is where you handle access to uh, other people or other email IDs, and what is that? You can enable or disable certain features of the account as well, especially the e-commerce data layer and couple of things. Yeah, account details. So let me click on this. So you just get to see all the details, like what you have while signing up. Usually, while signing up, we check all this. Now you can uncheck them, no problem. Account access management. Who all has access to this Google Analytics account? You can manage the access. You can provide access to as many people as you want from this section. Okay, see, so many people has access to this. Okay. So this Google Ads, we haven't explicitly provided access to Google Ads email IDs, nothing as such. We just connected Google Ads, and Google Ads is viewing the data from this section, and it's showing under the users. And the actual users added were these people, these email IDs. So there is a filters, but it cannot be applied for Google Analytics 4. This ideally to be eliminated from the this GA4. This feature was available on Universal Analytics, the older version of Analytics, which is not there for the last 5 6 months. So this is displaying the different changes made on Analytics account. So access has been provided to this email ID on the date. So it's basically tracking all the changes made. So now these are all providing access to different people, and there is a detail about on which day the access was provided. Trash, nothing will be in the trash. You can delete this exploration, whatever you create you can trash them, or you can trash the properties or assets that you create on this account. Okay, so see, at the top level it's account, and under the account you can have any number of properties, right? See, candrafoods.com is one property, and candrafoods or maybe something like us.candrafoods.com or candrafoods.com/us or canada.candrafoods.com can be another property. So all of your properties pertaining to your domain can be under the account. Okay, and you can create any number of properties, or you can delete the properties which you have already created from this section. To create a property, you just have to click on create. Same way, whatever you had here, same thing at the property level: property access management, property change history, and you can provide access to only Canada website, right, in this section, and you can provide access only to USA website or Australia website from this section. Okay, so here I am taking Canada, Australia as an example. It can be anything: test dot or stage dot Canada Foods, test dot Canada Foods, or new website dot Canada Foods. It can be anything. All of them. If you are setting up different trackings for different these websites, they are called as properties. Okay, so you can automate certain emails. You can schedule emails to be delivered to the people who have access. Okay. Quota information which we have to explore. We will look into along with this exploration. Analytics, intelligence, search. So here you see the option search button. So if you are searching here, and you would see the same under this section pertaining to the property. Okay. So look at this on these dates. these things were searched here and you see them here. They're just providing lots of information to you, that's all. So now every property that you create, there can be different types of properties again. Okay, so it can be a website or an application, and these properties passing the data is called as data stream. Okay, so they are called as data streams, and you get the data streams. There will be different. See, any application, it could be a web application or a mobile app, any property that has data will be shown under this section called data streams. Data collection, Google Signals data collection, user ID collection. So now there are certain things, certain kinds of data which you can, uh, you can allow Google to collect certain kinds of details pertaining to your property. Okay, so you are providing access to certain kinds of data to Google products. It could be Google Analytics or Google Search Console or Google Ads or maybe certain other features or applications of the Google. Okay, so Google Signals data collection, by activating Google Signals, you allow Google Analytics to collect data about your traffic and the data collected through a standard Google Analytics implementation in order to give you additional features. Okay, so now Google is not just tracking this data and providing information, and it can pass certain signals to its other properties or assets, and based on this they would provide certain other features or recommendations and couple of other things. User ID and user provided data collection improve measurement and enable uh, yeah, additional capabilities with your Google Ads integration. With user ID and user provided data, you can use your first party data to better understand how users are engaging with your website and app. The user ID features allow you to provide you with own identifiers for your site and app. Different sessions. Okay, so there will be an ID generated for the user, every user. Okay, so especially on your ad platforms, and when you pass this user ID information, so on Google Ads in one of the section we were exploring something called as user IDs, and now when Google Analytics reads that user IDs data, based on user ID they will start tracking the user, what are they doing, how are they exploring the website, what kind of actions are performed by those people, right? So your data will be more detailed, or you will be able to study various kinds of details around those people under the various sections that are available in the explore, right? So when you enable all of those things, granular location and device data collection, when you activate granular location and device data collection, analytics collects metadata about the city level location and granular device details of your site and app visitors, so it can provide location and device based capabilities. Okay, so now you can pass all this data from Google Analytics to Google AdWords. So I was telling you the remarketing ads, whomsoever have visited your website, so for those people the ads can be shown. So when you enable or when you set up this feature, so now Google Ads starts reading data from Google Analytics, and based on such people, see now everything is interconnected. The browser Chrome is used. Chrome. If somebody is using Chrome, they must have signed into Chrome. And now data is coming to analytics, and from analytics again it's going to Chrome. And now based on all this learning or understanding, Chrome starts providing customized ads. So ads are again running from Google products. See, everything is interconnected. So now the data, whatever is flowing from browser to your analytics, it again goes back to Google Ads, and from Google Ads again it goes to browser. And anyways, browser already has details, and browser now has information that this person has visited let's say physics book on the website, and now the ad will be served. Okay, so ad based on the ad settings, so it understands now for returning user the ad should not be served. In case if we are turning on the setting, do not show ads to people who have previously visited once, or show ads more to the people who have visited already to the website. All this learning based on this understanding, based on this data, it starts functioning accordingly based on the settings that we allow and disallow in the ads accounts. We had an option, if you all could recall or remember, don't show ads to people who have previously visited, or show ads only to the people who are coming for the first time to the website. You can upload data to analytics. I have never done this and never felt user importance of it also. So in the previous data collection, we were looking at like past data from analytics to ads or to Google basically. Okay, now so that's how Google understands the data about the user, and that information can be stored for 2 months or 14 months. Data retention is basically the user select the length of the time you want to retain event data. Here on the analytics account, for how long the data has to be retained pertaining to a user. Reset user, select the length of time for which you want to retain user data, user. Okay. So in the previous stage, I was telling you the user IDs will be passed from Google AdWords to Google Analytics. So that data, how long it has to be retained? The data that is flowing from external sources to Google Analytics. External, it's not actually external source. It's a Google another product coming from Google AdWords to Google Analytics. How long such type of data has to be retained here, and the events pertaining to the data. Okay. So see, most of this even I haven't explored. The uh, mostly explored the crucial information for me was understanding from which all sources the traffic has come to the website, and from which sources we are receiving the leads or payments, bounce rates, time spent, the page visits, number of pages people are viewing from each of this channel. So this is the most crucial information which we have explored under the acquisition. Under the reports, there is something called as acquisition. Okay, so there are so many other things. Now display and video 360 links, BigQuery links, ad manager links. These are all various other Google platforms which we are not using, and in case if you are using, you would see the same data here. Okay, but you would not see any kind of data here. Okay, anyway, so even I don't think even you will be using any of these sections until unless you work in different domains or explicitly under this, like programmatic advertising, working on DV 360. Merchant center links. We have merchant center account, but it's not linked. No, 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 maybe we'll explore this thing. Google Play links. So if you have an app on Google Play Store, you have to connect that as well. So you have to get your app link here and then link it. Search ads 360 links, search console links. So basically here it's the information about what all is being linked already with this Google Analytics account. So Search Console is linked, Merchant Center is not linked, Google Ads is linked. So Google AdSense is another application uh, platform to I think we have discussed it. Products which you can link here. This is a option. This is a space or option to link various other Google products. So if you are linking them, the data flows from all of this in the respective sections, like under the reports or explore and advertising. That's all. So just this is linking the accounts. Okay. So only explore we haven't gone through it, and main part is reports we have gone through it, and advertising we have gone through it, and even the admin we have looked into it, and all these options are under the admin. Okay. So this is another important thing. If you look at this, uh, some of the events are turned off. Cart visits, checkout is on. Click first visit. Okay, 49. Uh, I'll just try to show you how to create the events here. So okay, look at this. Okay. So we are telling that whenever see event parameter event name equals to value page view parameter path operator value order system. Okay. So I'll just remove this. Okay. Okay. So this way, what you want to identify or what you want to figure out, page location, page reference, page title. See, after payment is successfully made, the page might display payment successful. Here you see here GA4 exclude specific events and user scope, custom dimensions. So this is the title. So after making the payment here, you see billing summary. So I can put page title and I can put regular expression or content simply regular match regular expression ignore case does not match expression ignore case is less than certain times you might have the number. So ends with certain times your URL ends with or starts with or contains does not contain contains I can pick contains or simply match regular expression which covers everything. So just it takes care it has to be there in it. Okay. So it ignores capitals, case sensitives, and special characters. And now we are telling that orders received has to be there in the URL. If it's a page location, if it's a page title, I might say payment successful or order received text instead of slash hyphens everything. So it's like a filter. You're creating a filter and telling that when this meets, you record it as an event. So I'll just cancel this because because I don't want to edit it and put wrong one. Discard I should. Uh, Order page successfully. Okay. Page path, order received. Okay. So it has to be contains. So maybe I'll just change this to contains. If it contains order received, so it starts recording the payments. So create custom name. So you can create, I can name this as custom event name. I can give any name. So let's say contact page. So whomsoever are visiting contact us page on the website, and operator equals to contact us, and I'll add a condition, page URL or page path, or it can be page title, and again contains, I'll just put the URL here, and just you have to save it. That's all. It starts tracking all the events or all the people visiting the about us page on your website. So if 100 people are visiting your website, of the 100 only 5 might visit about us page. Okay. And payment page visits registered or login. Okay. So key events. So WhatsApp messages is not at all created as an event. That's why it's not shown in the key events. So you can create event for WhatsApp messaging as well by clicking on the key event. Okay, so the main part here in this is uh, the key events that you have to be creating. Okay, and we have seen it how to create. Because this data is super useful, we are going to pass this data everywhere. We understand which campaign is working, which keyword is working, which traffic coming from which region is working, only based on this events or the transactions that you record. And you can turn off some of this, which turned off. Our key events are only the paid payment success. So for me, the key event is only payments made. Yeah. So you can use a 35 users. So this way you can turn on or turn off the events. I mean, like mention which is a key event for you and which is not a key event. Okay. So have we discussed Google Search Console? This one we have discussed it, right? Everybody. This one I think we have discussed fully everything. Uh, do you all remember? Everybody? Yeah. Here he is acknowledging that we have discussed. Sanjeev. Okay. And the AdSense. Did we discuss AdSense? AdSense, I think we have just discussed what is an AdSense, but we have never visited the platform. Okay, so we have an AdSense account, and I'll be walking you. Looks like it's not. So we have deleted. Okay, so if we are not active, I think it's deleted. Maybe if we have not discussed AdSense, we will discuss AdSense. Then, everybody, are you all following me? Can you all hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, a lot of them left. Okay. Guys, I'm traveling today, so we'll wind it up for today. I'll let you know
Okay,
if we are
sure.
connecting tomorrow. Okay. So I'll let you know
Yeah.
by tomorrow afternoon. So one more thing, I'll be sending you the link of this email platforms, the screen recordings of email platforms. Please go through it. Post that once you all take a look at it. We will discuss things about it around it. Okay.
Okay, sure.
Okay. And except that email marketing part, which I'll be that will have a complete recording at least 4 hours, I believe. And then AdSense, we'll have to discuss AdSense. So post that recording classes once you go through the email marketing classes. We'll discuss in case if you have any doubts around it. And only AdSense, if we are covering AdSense, and we are done almost everything.
Just one question.
Yeah.
By when it will be done? Because last time we discussed that I think first or third somewhere.
No, no, we are almost done, except for one or two leftover, like Google AdSense and analytics exploration. And I'm not sure, so I'll. So Ramya works on